What up? What up? What up, muffos? I was gonna say Queenitas here, but we're not gonna do our music names this time. We're gonna go by our real names. Fabiola here.
And Matt.
We're gonna be talking about all of the stuff that people don't want to talk about. All of the stuff that people are so embarrassed to talk about. All of the stuff that that people just wanna not brush. The Mexicans kicking in. Sweep under the rug. I'm sorry. I'm Mexican by nature, so excuse the accent, excuse the funny voice. Anyways, today we just wanted to introduce our podcast. This is really super brand new. We just been thinking about doing this forever, and it just never felt right. But today it feels right. So
We had to just mature into it.
without much more, without what how does it go? Without
Much further ado. Or
without further ado,
let's get into it.
let's get into it. All right, dude. So today I was asking this dude over here, like, why is it that we care so much about what people think about us? Like, what's up with even posting a picture on damn Facebook? Like, who cares? Well, like, what's up with that, Matt? Like, I don't know why are we so afraid to be ourselves?
Well, I think it's something to do with consequences, maybe, or we expect that. I don't know. Like we expect you never know who's watching, right? Because like if it would affect our life in some way. I don't know.
So it's been my personal experience that in order for us to break this generational what do you call them, Matt? Like
Trauma? No.
traumas, it's like we have this, like, let's not go too far. Here in America, African people are looked down upon. Like, they are the ones that are wanting welfare. They want everything for free. They're lazy. They're entitled. That's, and I sit down and I think, were you motherfuckers the ones that were enslaved by over, like, what, 400 years? It's like the generational trauma that these people have. It goes way deeper than we can begin to even imagine, but we feel so entitled and we start judging. Oh, they don't like to work. They just want everything for free. Da, 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 da. They are entitled to what happened to them, but we cannot see the big picture. We only, like, care about our little bubble. Whatever it's here, it's right. And whatever it's there, it's wrong. So that's why we care so much to judge. And that's why other people care so much of what other people are going to say, because we don't want to be judged, right? Like, we want to feel like we belong somewhere. We want to feel like we're cool. So we start by not being ourselves. We don't know how to be our authentic selves. We are ashamed to be our authentic selves. We are embarrassed to share with everybody our failures, our fears, our doubts. We look at vulnerability as a weakness, and that needs to end. So I was asking this dude earlier, I'm like, what do we need to do to come out of the shell, to come out of the shadows? Like, where? Well, I guess we're gonna just have to be the dicks that we are when we talk to each other,
and practice.
We need to, and just, I'm like, all right, well, our podcast is, we're not gonna script it, we're not gonna, like, write it and super plan it. We're just gonna be ourselves and just talk like we talk to each other, right? And just see where it goes from that. So there has been, like, so many times that I have been super embarrassed and felt so judged by others, and I, like, wasn't myself. I was wondering, like, if you had any, like, examples or, like, any specific circumstances that happened to you that you felt judged and, like, you couldn't be yourself because you were too worried about what other people thought, Matt.
Yeah. Well, I think the most recent one is like whenever I like release any of my really like heavy Soitan style songs, and then I get like a comment like, "Oh, this sounds really like some Tetris music," and my first reaction is like, that was not at all what I was going for, and then there has been time when I've been like judging a little bit on myself, like, okay, like okay, does it really sound like Tetris? And the next time I'm making music, it sounds like I consciously try to make it sound less like Tetris, although it wasn't even an insult or anything. But yeah, there has been times like that.
Haven't I told you that at one point? Like I think I told you at one point, like one of the songs that some
Yeah, yeah,
Nintendo music.
yeah, might be that you have been doing like
I
saying,
think I told you that
but
one
but but
time.
it, but it's so annoying because it's like I've been, because the style I was going for was like classical music, like classic, like there is like an instrument in classical music which is very similar to a piano, which was the predecessor to like the piano that we are using today, and that was what I was trying to mimic, and then people are like, "This sounds like Tetris." I'm like,
I think I told you that once before, but like
"Yeah," but I've
um
heard it before from other people too.
but that the funny thing is, like, for an example, like Brandon, my ex roommate, one time I was playing one of my songs and it was like this something that he's not used to. He's like heavy metal and he walks in and he's like, well, that sounds weird. But that was the first time that I knew for sure that it was just not his style. He didn't know what I was playing. And I was for sure, I knew. I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I just let him be. I didn't get offended by it. It's been nice meeting you. I'm Fabiola.
I'm math. I'm like thinking like, okay, what name am I
What
going
name?
to? Like
Is it
what
my
name?
music artist name, or is it my real name, or is it my
Yeah, or
nickname?
is it like one of my nicknames?
Because I call him Crimes all the time. I
Yeah.
have no idea why I call him Crimes. I wonder if that's
Oh yeah, I know, because it was like you started, like, I don't know if it was you who started calling me, uh, you are my partner in crime. Is it that's where it comes from?
and it's
So
crimes with a Z.
yeah.
Um, I wonder if that domain is available. I'm gonna go look it up. But anyways,
You're going to buy every fucking domain you find. But you can of course sell it later.
hey, there's people
Profit,
trying to sell
profit.
me their domains, like
Yeah.
LouisianaLandscape.com for $100. I'm like, no, I don't want it. But anyways, the podcast is from squares to circles, and that means, just to wrap things up really quick. Squares means the matrix that we live in, going to work, paying bills, being responsible, being parents, having a family, doing that grown up things. Circles means to be creative, to be spontaneous, to be genuine, to be loyal, to be artistic, that other right side of our brain. So our whole point of this podcast is that when you master being a square and you master being a circle, you become a triangle. And a triangle means just to be whole, to be enlightened, to be one. So we're going to just be doing podcasts, just talking about how we can get closer and closer to be triangles. That's it. I will catch you next time. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you on the other side. Laters.
Bye.